So yeah, we're gonna have us a bit of a heart-to-heart here, a bit of a moment to breathe. What a fucking night.
The night has not been kind to you.
No night has been kind since I became... Never mind.
Cain's blood courses through me as well. There is no need for masquerade.
Some very specific phrasing there. Yeah, curse. That sounds about right.
In your voice there is desperation. Certainly, there is an exit out of your predicament.
I don't know. LaCroix's a lost cause, but I haven't given up on the Camarilla.
The Camarilla? I once thought they could provide stability for our kind, but the LaCroix of the world have quashed such hopes. Perhaps, if he could be deposed, I would regain my faith.
How do I get rid of LaCroix, though? Who in the Camarilla could help? Who in the Camarilla would help?
I have heard LaCroix is unpopular with others in the Camarilla. Did you know a prince cannot be put in power without the city's primogen? If there was one that wanted him removed, perhaps it could be made so.
I don't know, man. I think the primogen are just as bad. Maybe the Anarchs were really onto something.
The Anarch spirit exists within the blood of many. Few, though, are willing to listen to it. Perhaps if a few more did, they would not have lost so much.
I shouldn't abandon them, but with 9's gone... So, yeah, in case it's not obvious here, this is basically asking you to make a choice for the faction of the game. Your options are essentially... You can, if you want, go back to the Prince. There's actually a very special ending if you do. Or you can side with, you can go to Strauss, the Tremere Regent. Or you can go to the Anarchs and see whoever's left that's in charge there. Or you can strike out on your own. Or there's a hidden 5th option, if you are so inclined. But yeah, I rather like this because it's kind of a rundown of the various factions in the game. It kind of gives you, the player, a chance to, number 1, catch your breath, and number 2, figure out where you stand politically. Because that's kind of what this game's been all about. And you know what? I like it so much, I didn't even notice we're driving on the wrong side of the street. You can see there we got traffic passing on our right instead of on our left like it would be in the rest of America. I feel like there's a story behind how this came to be. Anyway, Anarchs, Camarilla, Shriners, I don't want to share the fate of any group.
You have been accused. If you were to run, this reputation would travel with you until your final night. Your only recourse is to clear this charge, or to smite the conspirators working against your good name.
I don't trust anyone anymore, except me.
This is the path of legends and pariahs. I have walked before with those who have tried to cast off jihad. Their reasons were many, but their paths always ended in the same place. Emptiness.
Stay, run, fight. Does it matter?
I'm just a driver. I can't take you anywhere unless you tell me where to go.
Honestly, I don't know where to go.
It sounds as though you've already made a decision to me. I've met others like you, and they have always ultimately come to the same conclusion. And that is, there is no person or group on this planet they can pledge loyalty to. If this is the path you must take, I can take you to where the trail begins.
Take me home, country road. Quite. I do feel like that would be a fun early out, is to just leave all this behind completely and go right to credits, leaving it ambiguous as to whether anybody ever actually finds you or not. And you know, the odds are heavily against you, but it's the world of darkness. When are they not? But I do find this interesting, because it is a chance to kind of critically examine the various factions in the group. I mean, the aesthetics here have that classical feel of rebels versus the establishment, with kind of a mutually disliked, or a equally disliked outsider that's sort of forcing them into a tenuous agreement. But yeah, this comes in a lot of flavors, but in this case, the Anarchs are clearly left-wing coded, while the Camarilla are the old money types who run everything. They're the machine. They're the bankers and businessmen. They're the electronic old men. But let's dig deeper. I came into this because the Camarilla executed my sire, and Nines protested, sparing my life. The conflict is over the laws about embracing others, and who enforces those laws. But did anyone ask me if I wanted to join this? That's kind of the critical distinction. I mean, granted, my sire probably would have explained all this, but I feel like that's the kind of thing you break someone into gently and not go ahead and do without their informed consent. So, the Anarchs, in defending this right, are more like extreme libertarians that don't want the government telling them what to do. And the Camarilla are still the establishment, but more in the sense of preserving a fucked up status quo. Sure, it's fine if you ruin a life or two, but only at a certain threshold. Just send in your vampire paperwork in triplicate, and you too can drag some poor fucker into a life they didn't ask for, all because they had the temerity to chat up some cute goth girl at a bar. I feel like the Anarchs are one of the biggest flaws in this game. Their depiction is just not very flattering, and with damsel around it verges on self-parody, but not in a good way. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying. They don't have enough input on the plot to make a good case for themselves, aside from the fact that Nines vouches for you personally, and Jack's a member of them. They have individual members that are likable to a degree, but they're not really doing anything, and the plot isn't really about them. It's almost entirely on you getting roped into the search for the Ankaran sarcophagus, and getting stuck doing the prince's busy work. But yeah, honestly, this is just all fucked. While I recognize that Nines saved my life, at that point my life was already over. And, you know, I liked Strauss enough, he's been nothing but reasonable, but he's still the front man for a system that was happy to flush everything I was down the toilet so long as someone filed a 451A. I mean, since this started, I've been shot at, set on fire, blown up, beaten up, blamed for everything, chased and lied to, and stabbed, and dealing with a bunch of assholes for the rest of eternity doesn't sound like my idea of a good time. Yeah, thanks a lot, sire. This is exactly how I want to spend the rest of my life. No, if we want true anarchy, we have to go deeper on this. You gotta wipe the slate clean. Toss the system out entirely, one vampire at a time, until we're truly starting from scratch and can set up some proper first principles. So yeah, fuck it. Bring them all on. Let's show them what a claims adjuster from Ohio can really do. I've played long enough. No more. Independence. How do I obtain it? Yeah, don't forget bitten and almost infected with vampire tuberculosis. Yeah, did we forget that there's a plague going on? Like, and surely that would have come up at some point. Anyway.
If you must, Ming-Xiao and LaCroix, when they are destroyed, the city will become chaos. With no heads, you can walk past this beast and into a legend. But you may never know peace. The lives of legends are the prey of the ambitious.
Thanks for your concern, but I'll be just dandy.
Then I will drop you off in Chinatown. Your legend can grow there.
So, yeah. Basically, we're going to first kill Ming-Xiao, then we're going to kill the prince, and that's the endgame. And what's interesting is, there's essentially 2 dungeons you do in sequence, but if you allied with the prince, you skip the ending with the, you skip the fight at Venture Tower, and if you allied with the Kuei Jin, you skip the fight with Ming-Xiao. Now, there are consequences for this. Suffice to say, the ending for doing either is not great, but it is interesting that the game lets you do that. All the other endings, Independent, Anarch, and Camarilla, have you do them in the same sequence, but it presents a... It flavors the ending in a way that I kind of like. So even though we're up for a linear slugfest, I very much like this sequence, and I very much like the way the game frames the encounters to come. But anyway, yeah, before I go, I need to make a few stops.
Where to?
I need to buy supplies. So this is our last option. This is our last chance to buy stuff. We can go to Tripp's pawn shop. If Mercurio's alive, you can visit him. We can even buy blood, even though we never made things right with Vandal. In fact, we will do so.
Blood don't grow on trees.
Let's see. Oh, shit. Okay, so this might be a patch thing. I'm in kind of a hurry right now. Maybe your blood will do.
Well, mistakes are made from time to time. Without them, Some of us might never have been born. I don't know what I'm saying half the time. Have a freebie. My compliments. You need more?
Ah, that'll do. Alright, yeah, you know what, we'll buy one more blue blood bag, why not? Alright, that'll do it.
Where to?
Alright, now we go to Mercurio's.
Word is you turned your back on the Camarilla. I don't understand. I served these people for 30 years. They've always treated me well. I think you're making a big mistake. But I'm not gonna stop you. I got no death wish.
Yeah, nothing personal, Mercurio. Honestly, I always liked you, but yeah, they tried to kill me. They tried to have me killed. Nothing personal against you. Now I need some guns. So yeah, this will be our last chance to buy stuff. And oh, what's this? Oh, body armor. Okay, this is interesting, and this is almost certainly a patch edition. And the normal run of things, the only way to get body armor is if you kept Heather the Ghoul all the way through to the end game. There's a point just before something happens to her that she finds this for you for free. So this must have added it so you can buy this from him. That's actually really cool. In fact, can we sell enough to get it? Fuck, probably not. You know, I'm gonna sell this thing. That's just disappointing. Oh, bugger. Decisions. What about this? It's 40. Not nearly enough. Shit. Ah, well. Alright, well, live and learn. What else can we buy? Probably not much. Officially out of money. Alright, that'll do. So long, Mercurio. Alright. This is also our last chance to read our emails. We're going to go to our haven real quick, because I think there's one more message. Some advice. From a friend, don't open it. So yeah, we've been hearing that a few times now, and at this point you can intuit that they mean the sarcophagus. And you figure that drastically narrows down who a friend could be. It would have to be someone that knows something about it, that is neck deep in the business. And I think most people assume it's either Jack or Beckett that's secretly contacting you. But there are other theories. Ivory mentioned Vivi. I think some people even think the driver might be the one contacting you. Because, yeah, this guy is kind of an enigma in himself, and if you read between the lines, you can make a reasonable assumption about who he might be, but the game never really confirms it either way. But anyway, let's head to Chinatown. Let's get this party started. Oh yeah, possibly Grout. That's an interesting theory. Because, yeah, he got iced at the mansion, or did he? But anyway, we have some Kuei Jin to deal with. You might remember those tuna cans I pointed out. Actually, hang on a second. Do we have enough to max stealth? Yes, we do. Actually, you know what? We'll max, yeah, we'll do that first. We might not get enough to max stealth. We can always blood buff for max dexterity. These guys, I think, are human or human enough to feed on, so if we get behind them, we can take them out. But I'm maxed on blood anyway, so not a huge issue here. But yeah, you remember I pointed out those tuna cans, and that was kind of a hint that this place would be a combat zone at some point. Ah, shit. Alright. Fortunately, while these guys were scheming and working with the prince to set this whole thing up, I was studying the blade. And oh, what studies I have picked up. Knock, knock. Oh, shit. Ah. Go ahead, open the door. I got a surprise for you.
I lost him.
I've never actually seen that. The door, one door opened in, one door opened out. That's almost certainly some jank from the guy being on the other side. Oh. So yeah, small issues with these guys. They got the flaming crossbows, which aren't hit scan, thankfully, but are annoying. If I remember right, they don't quite do aggravated damage. They just do a fair bit of damage on contact. Ow! Ah! Doors in Source Engine are not a magical thing. Best not to question them. At least most of the time they won't try to kill you. Alright, you know what? Come here. Hey! There we go. Different from doors in the build engine. Oh yeah. Who can possibly forget using doors to kill people in Duke and Blood and Shadow Warrior, or at the very least Jib the Remains? Because if I remember right, they're basically just platforms that move. And stepping into one as it's closing is fundamentally, like, the game's logic, it's like stepping into a surface that is suddenly too high to allow the player to live. Ah, door's locked. Oh, we got a sleeping guy here, huh? Can we discreetly kill him? Probably not. Hey! You know what, we'll take that, why not? There are weapon caches here and there, but given the volume of enemies you face, you want to be real careful about running the gun. Alright. So we got one guy patrolling the yard, two guys up there. If this guy patrols all the way over here, I might be able to take him by surprise. Again, you can see the jank clearly on display. Like, I think in theory, the red, blue, green is meant to indicate how visible you are, and the number indicates general proximity to the enemy, but you see both kind of yo-yo wildly from one moment to the next. The Chamber of Rats hath been unsealed. Oh yeah. Ah. You have many prized Buddhas you will observe. Alright, think this goes into the inner sanctum. Here we go. So yeah, we don't necessarily need to kill every standing enemy. That's it. I think a funny thing happens here if we stay in stealth mode. Because we're on their home turf, and they're going to spring ambushes on us. But the game's jank remains paramount. So if I can find one place where it happens... Also, watch the raised tiles. Those are definitely trapped. Somewhere around here... Let's see... Yep. I do think we're going to want to clear this room out, but not right this second. Bear in mind our only objective here right now is find Ming and kill her. Yeah. So we're just kind of stumbling blind and hoping that a direction emerges. Hey, here we go. Ooh, alright. More crossbow bolts, why not? I think there are more guards sleeping in here, yep. I think all they have is crossbow bolts, so, yeah. Still. Okay. Yeah, you can see here, even though I'm standing under a red lantern, the green light indicates I'm not all that visible, and the light level on the meter hasn't actually changed. But this guy's gonna come looking for us. Okay. Maybe I can get behind him. Here we go. Yes! Basically wanting to even the odds as much as possible before this becomes a giant shit fight. Oh! Okay, well now we know what these do. Alright, out of the way. Fortunately, going slowly actually worked out in our favor. In fact, hang on a second, what if we do this? Huh. Alright, so not all of them are trapped. Interesting. Alright, here's another one. Easy does it, and... Yes! I remember somewhere in the, one of the variants of the unofficial patches actually made it so Yukie might possibly show up and help you in this final sequence. Which would be interesting. Because the AI doesn't really do sneaking, so I could imagine her just kind of charging in and fighting the enemy straight away. But at the very least, what the hell was that? Okay, someone's got a grenade launcher or something. At the very least, that would make for a good distraction. The fuck? Okay, yep. We got some guy throwing spirit bombs at us. Damn. I think that's like a repurposed one of the Chang brothers or something. Also, get down off the water wheel. Didn't your instructor tell you any better? It's kind of important around here. Did it kill him? I think it did. Maybe. Ah, shit. Oh, shit. Ah. You know what? Let's try this. Yeah, honestly, it doesn't do that much damage. Good old-fashioned gunpowder works. Ah, that's what I was waiting on. Okay, so we got some guys coming out of the wall here. Uh-oh, did the stream freeze? Hang on. Huh. What is that table all shiny like? I think that's the guard room from earlier. Yeah, we're going backwards. I think I gotta go this way. Hey, hey! Yeah, I think I gotta jump up over here. Shoot these very polite guards who are gonna wait. Oh shit, alright. Whilst I can appreciate a preference for tradition, I feel like if your enemy is busting out automatic weapons and you're sticking with 12th century hardware, it's a losing proposition even if numbers are on your side. I mean, I'm not one to tell them how to do their job and all. I'm just saying, this could probably be handled a bit better. Anyway, what's this? Just gonna casually shrug that off, why not? Let's see, can the funny thing still happen? Alright, I'm gonna leave that guy there. Yeah, there's a part of me that kind of appreciates that at this point we don't really have a plan or even a vague outline. We're just basically killing the two people behind the conspiracy and hoping... Damn it! Hoping that's enough to make our problem go away. Hold on a second. Gimme. So I'm hoping that if my sneak is good enough, one of them can bust out of the wall, hit me, and not go into combat because he hasn't technically detected me. Ooh. Almost! I saw for a second there that guy... There was like a fraction of a second before he... think that almost did it. So yeah, that's one of their little tricks here. They got these little hidey holes. I don't know, one of you wants to do this. Can you imagine your job being sitting in a closet waiting for some dweeb to step on a pressure plate? Yeah, no kidding. Like, it reminds me of those guys in Yakuza 0 that were just, like, waiting behind the flip doors and underwater for Majima to just run by, and suddenly they pop in when it's their turn. Had to manually reload. I thought it would automatically start it up with the stream there. Yeah, yeah. It's very finicky as of late. But yeah, imagine that being your job. Uh-oh, I think we have a physics puzzle here. Alright. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful. Down we go to the inner sanctum. Actually, how am I doing on experience? Alright. I think after you kill Ming-Xiao is the last option to... It is the last time you get experience, and from then on it's just pure combat. Kind of like how you stop getting money at the end of Dishonored, since you can't spend it anymore. Anyway. Pardon me, sir. This part I remember being kind of a bastard. If I remember right, there's some Indiana Jones-style death traps here that lop off an absurd amount of health if you chase after those guys. You can just see that raised pressure plate there. Fortunately... Ow. Basically in a sniper duel here. Good question. You might. I'll have to keep an eye out for that. Alright, so we can't shoot through that. Also, we're kind of getting shoot up. I think the problem is, yeah... I think they are shooting at me from both ends. Alright. Let's be a little more conservative here. Down he goes. Inch forward very carefully. Yep. That hurts. If you're standing, it knocks off, I think, at least half your health. They hit you repeatedly while you're there, so you can very quickly die. Basically, we're just gonna crab walk through this entire section. Or the majority of it. Yep. Exactly. Cat obtained. Everything is better now. Oh, Jade Crane. Gotta complete the collection. So yeah, in case it's not obvious, we're gonna collect 4 thingies. That's gonna open up the thing that gets us finally to Ming-Xiao. Just a video game ass endgame a video game ass endgame sequence. Hey, we got raiders! Ira's coming in. Hey, Ira, good to have you here. Just a sec, gonna give you a shout out. How's it going or not? Oh, you beat me to it. Way to go, Eyes. Thank you, sir. Looks like, you were playing Warframe tonight. Nice. But yeah, welcome raiders, come on in. I think I have lasting PTSD after the first time I ran into the fish fight. I hope you had a good run tonight. Alright, let's see if we can wait for you to turn around here. Good, 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 good. Finish buffing up gun. Nice, nice. It's always a good feeling when your grinding pays off and you finally got that hardware tuned out perfectly. Ah, shit, I'm not gonna catch up. Screw it. The gun is my preferred stealth instrument. Use it properly, it doesn't matter how loud you are. There were 4 items. Maybe I went the wrong way. Yeah, there are 4 pedestals. Sadly, we gotta give up the Jade Kitty. Hey! I'm arranging furniture here, or decorations. Give a guy a minute here. Oh no, did the stream freeze again? God damn it, it says... it says I'm offline. Hang on a second. Okay, looks like we're live again. It's still not as bad as it was, because at least chat isn't lagging out severely, but we are definitely still having some Twitch shit happen tonight. I apologize, folks. Oh, lordy. At least we're near the end of this. Well, near the end of this sequence. Hey! Come here, you. Pop out, let's do this. We shall settle our differences like men. With me having a distinct technological advantage. Whee! I do like that the jade our animals were collecting physical objects and they can be knocked around. Oh, yeah. Alright, Jade Dragon. And Jade Elephant. Sweet! Alright, time to put an end to this Kuei-jin business once and for all. And did that do the trick? Huh, I appear to be missing something. Oh, maybe they gotta go on the right ones. Oh, damn it, I remember now. They have to be matched to a certain type of pillar. Okay, that's clever. I mean, you know, a minor nuisance. Alright, so Jade Kitty was there. The spiral licorice thing. And the Jade Crane was on the circles there. Feng Shui's gotta be perfect. Alright, so Jade Crane on the correct one, that's good. Actually, you can probably guess here. Okay, we'll say dragon on this one. And elephants on this one. And nope, other way around. I mean, there's only so many combinations. Yeah, you can basically brute force it. Here we go. And I like that you didn't even have to keep the dragon on there. It's just activating it is enough to keep it open. Alright. Now... where's my flamethrower? Time to have a barbecue.
You've become a grave disappointment, Kindred. This was not meant to be your destination, but your path will end here.
Don't give me that crap. You don't know any more of this than the rest of us. You don't know any more than any of the rest of us.
You were never more than a pawn, Kindred. Puppet of those who drew the boundaries on your horizon. It was I who sensed in you the power to right the balance of this city. It will give me no joy to bring you final death.
Oh, don't worry. You won't get the chance. Yeah, you won't need to do any mourning for me. You, on the other hand...
Time to ponder this folly, as you are devoured by worms and disease in the hell of burrowing maggots. 1,000 years shall you suffer.
Whatever. Alright. So yeah. Ming's got a war form. And it is pretty nasty. Oh, damn it. So yeah, the flamethrower isn't going to do too much to her. She is very beefy. So if you're a gun bunny, you're pretty much just going to have to lay into her. Mostly, she'll try to close the distance and whack you with her tentacles, which is the least unpleasant thing she can theoretically do with those. But she'll also do this, like, spit at you or knock props around the room at you. It's mostly a slugfest. Oh, and she's got the little babies. I forgot about those things. Shit. Alright. She's down one arm. That's good. Shit, 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 shit. Blood heal, blood heal, blood heal. Oh, son of a bitch. Alright. If you don't kill the kids, they grow up into near enough fully grown whatever the hell she is. Yep, we got seafood. Damn it. Oh, no, you don't. Get back here. Get back here and die. Alright. Got it. Yeah, she really takes a beating. Almost got her. In fact, we'll probably finish her off with a sword, just to look cool. Dark Souls style, baby! Almost possible getting close. Oh! Damn it! Okay. I took that for granted. Okay, you know what? Fair enough. I got cocky and suffered for it. Fair play. Let's try that again. Shit. Damn it. Okay, I saw that for a half second. It said, like, cannot create save while dead or something undead. I'll have to try that again. I'll have to try that if I die again. Actually, let's load the flamethrower while we're here first. Alright. Seems like the only safe play is to hang back, dodge projectiles, get out of dodge, or get away from her when she gets close. And also kill the little brats that emerge. Ah! Eek. Damn it. Okay, it is apparently not possible to... entirely random to dodge that thing. Maybe, possibly, I don't know. I mean, it's a giant tentacle monster. What am I supposed to... what could I possibly know about this? Like with the werewolves, they didn't really tell me this was a thing. Ah, damn it, I see that. There's another fully grown one right behind it. On the other hand, I can focus on her. Keep her blocking the other one. Yeah, the arena just kind of sucks for this. There's just not a lot of... Damn it, I'm aggravated damage again. Not a lot of room to maneuver. And she's very good at backing you in a corner and hitting you. Or maneuvering you into a place where there's just not a lot of... Okay, we need to heal now. Hey. Okay, I think it is possible. You have to actually pay attention. There's like an upward swing and a lower sweep. And if you're quick and actually looking at her, you can dodge it. There we go. Now we got her. Ming-Xiao? More like Ming show's over. Haha! Oh, man. Now, where's that key? Ah, floating over here. Convenient. Actually, before we do anything, we should probably heal up. So I think once we take this... move automatically to the next sequence, or possibly back to the car. No. Oh, that's right, it just opens up another portal.
Where to?
Alright. So yeah, we get one more chance to buy stuff and go back if we somehow have money, which at this point we do not. So, might as well let this sit here for a minute while we take a break. Time for some exercise, but also, let me move my notes over here. Time for a poll on the next game. So, yeah, keeping in with our mood for critical analysis tonight, the theme for the next game is single points of failure. The list of games will be some titles I quite like, or have found a lot to like about them, but which ultimately drop the ball at a very specific points or a very specific element and never quite recover. These certainly aren't the game's only flaws, but they're evidence of the deeper problems with their respective narrative or story structure. The options are Deus Ex Human Revolution, The Final Station, Techno-Babylon, Tyranny, and Wolfenstein New Order. So yeah, Deus Ex and Wolfenstein need no introduction, but for those less familiar, The Final Station is a 2D indie action survival action survival game about keeping a train going in the middle of an apocalyptic situation. You're fighting these weird shadow creatures that are kind of like zombies, and there's this plot that sort of unfolds as you ride the rail network and try to lead survivors to safety. Techno-Babylon is a point-and-click adventure game from published under Wajidai Studios, which has kind of an interesting future setting that is a lot of stuff implied in the background, but the surface plot is that you're trying to solve a murder mystery that may be the result of some guy who's stealing, who's basically mind-jacking people, who is taking people's identities and taking control of people in some way. I honestly kind of forget that, and the problem is so does the game, and what it's actually about is kind of a muddled mess. But I do like some of what the game does, and it's worth discussing. Tyranny is another interesting game where there's a very strong opening concept where you are the representative of an evil emperor, and you're in a province being conquered, and there's a lot of faction infighting to sort out as you resolve the situation, but the developers very clearly ran out of time, and the plot just kind of stops rather than comes to a satisfying conclusion. So yeah, all the games I think have some significant flaws in narrative terms, but they all have some things about them that I quite like and are worth discussing. So I'm going to put the poll up. We'll be voting for the next 10 minutes. Alright, and we're back. Now, let's see here. Mine poll still got a few minutes to go. That's good, that's good. So far, the stream seems to be intact. Knock on wood. Time to finish this.
We are here.
Hey, who are you? How do you know so much?
I drive people to their destination. That is who I am. Remember, wherever we go, it is the blood of Cain which makes our fate. Farewell, vampire.
Right. See ya.